exactly think that it's one yard. And now, I'd like you both all to be upstanding, please. Because I've got one last toast, it's the most important one. And it's to my beautiful wife, Gemma Louise. And now it's Mark's turn.
Right, the best man speech. You nervous? Are you nervous, Dan?
No, not really.
Should be.
I've got more on me, Mark. I've got more on me.
Before I start, I just want to thank Dan and Gemma for this wonderful gift. Which is a power range book that I got here, so thanks for that. I wasn't expecting that. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Mark and I'm Daniel's best man. I was truly honoured when Daniel asked me to be his best man. I must admit, I've had a few sleepless nights about giving this speech. Having never been best man before, I thought the best way to go about it would be to spend several hours surfing the internet looking for inspiration. And I found some really good stuff. Not much of it to do with weddings, mind you. Best man speeches. I did find some prepared speeches on the internet that were already written, but unfortunately none of them were about Daniel and Gemma. One of the websites did say, however, that the best man speech was supposed to last as long as a green makes love. So on that note, the first idea I had for the speech was to use my skills as a bit of a gadget geek, and thanks very much, James, and do a PowerPoint presentation. So I looked for other best man speeches on the internet, and I probably would have been the first person to ever do this. Daniel and Gemma both said that a PowerPoint would not be a good idea, and there's probably a good reason why it's never been done before. So we're not going to do the PowerPoint. I then thought about starting the speech with a couple of jokes, but again Daniel and Gemma and numerous other people reminded me of the fact I have a few problems when it comes to comedy timing jokes, and people tend to laugh at me rather than with me. If the speech is going badly, I have a joke about a balloon, but hopefully Dan knows what I mean. Hopefully for everyone's sake it won't come to that. Daniel and Gemma brought me this book, which I've forgotten, sorry, called The Best Man's Speech and Duties to Help. And I started reading it. I got to page 5 where it says the best man may have to pay for things throughout the day. So at this point I skipped the book and carried on. So anyways, now to Daniel and Gemma. So Daniel James Cooper was born on the 23rd of October 1980 in Aldershot. Apparently he came prematurely, something which has continued throughout his life. Now, Daniel's already said.
We're close, okay?
As Daniel's already said, Gemma and Daniel met 11 years ago at leisure in Ramsey. I think Daniel would like to think that Gemma fell in love with him after he showed her his moves on the dance floor. I'm sure Gemma will have a different version of events, but I think we can all make our own minds up when we see Daniel strutting his stuff during the first time. I'd just like to say at this point how amazing the bridesmaids are all looking, bridesmaids, and obviously how beautiful Gemma looks. I know Daniel is extremely proud of you, and I know he feels lucky to have you and the boys in his life. And not forgetting Daniel, you're looking very slick, mate. Although I can't believe you look at my outfit for the day. As you probably all know, myself and Daniel are police officers. I was expecting a boo, so we're both detectives and work together investigating burglaries. Now, Daniel likes to think we are two cool cops like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence out of the Black Boys. That's what he calls hold it back on it. I saw you shout your dreams, Daniel, but I think people see us more like Cagney and Lacey or Turner and Hooch. Now, as a detective, Daniel has obviously had a lot of training, and the police have paid a lot of money to send him on various courses. He's a highly skilled interviewer. We did most of our interviews together. I'm going to tell you what story now. So about a year ago, myself and Daniel were interviewing this person who broke into a house. We're getting towards the end of the interview, and admittedly I had rambled on for some time. I could see out the corner of my eye, Daniel's head was like a nodding dog, and he was half asleep. Anyways, I got to the end of the interview, and I said to the prisoner, so did you throw a brick through the window and go in the house and steal things from inside? And the prisoner replied no. And the prisoner said, anyways, I would never throw a brick through a window. At this point, I looked in the corner of my eye, and Daniel jumped up out of the seat, and he got all excited, and he leaned forward, and he said to the prisoner, how did you know it was a brick? And the prisoner replied, you just told me.
It's because you're so boring.
Anyways, look at Dan's face was pure, it's priceless, pure excitement, pure embarrassment in a couple of seconds. There are numerous other stories about Daniel in interviews, and most of them involve him falling asleep. He says the reason he drifts off is because I go on and on and on. On another occasion, he gets nodded off and woke up and kicked the prisoner's carer in the leg, but then he just carried on as if nothing had happened. There's also an incident, which I was going to mention, but there was also an incident where Daniel fell out of a loft on one occasion, and my thumb came to his rescue. Daniel doesn't like to talk about this, but let's just say I had to wash my thumb over and over again for a number of days afterwards. I've known Daniel for coming up for 6 years now, and in that time he's been a very good friend to me. I just want to give my thanks to Daniel, as he's always been there for me and supported me, especially at work, when people have played practical jokes on me. Daniel himself is a bit of a practical joker, but I just want to say that when things have happened to me at work, I believe you when you say you had nothing to do with it. For example, about a year ago, I was trying to lose weight, and I decided to have a weekly weigh-in at work. You support me with that idea, so we all went down to the gym for the weekly weigh-in, and Daniel and some of the people there said it'd be a good idea if you get down to your boxes, get on the scales, and you get an accurate weight on the scales. They easily won. So I did this, got down my boxes, got on the scales, and the next thing I knew, my boxes were off, and someone filmed it. Daniel, I do believe you when you say you're nothing to do with that, and I also believe you when you say you have no idea how the clip of me naked ended up on the internet. Also, when I came into work one day and found my desk drawer was super glued shut, on my birthday when jelly was put down my pants and my hand itself into my head, I believe you when you say that none of these were your idea. And lastly, whenever I'm at your house and as I'm leaving, your 4-year-old son James and your 2-year-old son Ben say to me, see you later, ugly fat boy. I believe you when you say that a 4-year-old and 2-year-old came up with that all by themselves. I just want to say I think Daniel and Gemma make a great couple. I know that Daniel thinks he loves Gemma, and I know that he misses you whenever he's away from you. He's always talking about you, especially at work, and especially when he's handcuffing people for some reason. In all seriousness, seriously, though, Daniel, it's been an honour to be your best man, and you and Gemma are true friends, and I wish you all the happiness in the world and all the best for the future. Now all remains for me to do is to get you all on your feet again, last time. Charles Bass, I'd like to join me in toasting you, Mr. and Mrs. Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, be the wonderful bride and groom. Thank you.